welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel. If it is your first time here, I do reviews, very honest ones. I cook, I do time and money saving videos. I also motivate you to stay healthy and active, because it is not always about the body. I just came home, I need to fix some dinner. I also need to introduce the video, because I am going to be showing you my dinners for the week. Okay, so my dinners are made from scratch, because as much as it's a busy world and everything going on, I prefer to do it that way. So I don't have freezer meals going on. I meal plan, and then I do what I cook according to what is going on, what I have, who I am cooking for, and all those other things, what I'm feeling like, and other factors. So they will be random, they will be traditional, they will be modern, they will be fancy, they will be somewhat that people like my Kenyan folks would be like, but it's okay. So please subscribe to my channel for 3 videos in a week: Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, 1 p.m. local time. Also remember to hook me up with a like, a comment, and I'll appreciate. I'm introducing the first one, because the rest will be cook back at the last dinner that I'll be giving you, because I won't be doing this every day. You don't want to see me, you want to see what we cook, right? I hope this motivates you to work within your limits, use what you have, and cook what you enjoy. Okay, and make sure that your meals are balanced in a way. Have some vegetables that goes on into your body, goes in or on, where do they go, irrelevant. So some vegetables, some vitamins, some good oils, and obviously what everybody never lacks in their meals: carbohydrates and sugar, because we love them. So let us do that, let us cook. There is some babas I meet kiuza mandizi za Kisii, he says so. So I like promoting such people. Nimempata na the last bunch, not so many. Ako like, leta pesa uchukue. He didn't even want to know whether I want them or not. These are the matoke kind of mandizi. I don't know what I'm going to do with this mandizi, and because I don't do mandizi nyama thing. Anyway, thinking of nyanya makes me sick in the first place. So I want to see what I can mix with this. All right, so I'll put them in the pot, zianze kuboil ndio nipil. I find that easier and less messy. I also think I should be fixing something like some fluffy pancake kind of a thing. That way, if this backfires, somebody can eat that. Mandizi zinaiva. I will be making vanilla-ish kind of pancakes, and yeah, vanilla essence there, cinnamon, salt, sugar, olive oil, and some mala. I want to make some sourish kind of cinnamonish yummy fluffy thingies. All right, that's a very big name. Also I'm the richest person in Nairobi right now, because I have sugar. This tea niko na sugar. This is a lot of sugar. I am not so going to use this. This is honey, the last bit of honey. Nimeweka maji warm just to use the last bit of it, because imeisha. And this is what I do, because I don't waste anything. So flour is there, flour there. The next thing is to mix stuff and cook. Dry ingredients first. That was vanilla. That is oil. If you have grace to do some butter, you can do that, but who is melting mine? Probably that is not going to be me. Also, I forgot that oh, I think that is super hot, don't you think? Oh, let's assume it's warm. Also, this is self-raising flour, so if you're not using self-raising, use baking powder. All right, we mix the shenanigan. Where is my whisk? Why am I? Anyway, for as long as it gets the work done, we are good. over and over. So a can of tuna, bananas there, carrots, the spices, coconut milk, you saw that. I usually like plantains, not these kind of bananas, but these are very sweet. Pancakes, all fluffy and yummy. So there are so many ways you can serve this meal. Mtu anaweza chukua pancakes zake na achukue this thing akulanishe pamoja, put it on top, and if it is a cheese kind of human being again, some cheesy goodness. Yummy. Show you another way of doing it. You know the dried baguette ya Carrefour? In a bowl, so we put our bread, not a lot. Remember, we already have carbohydrates in the name of bananas. Ama hizo ndio vegetables. Cheesy situation. There you go. I will see you tomorrow for what's for dinner. Kwaheri. I had forgotten, so we mix this nicely. This is the mafuta you get after doing your broth. Next, we are going to do some pieces of butter and our rosemary, and then put this in the oven for I don't know how long. You guess it the way you like it. You can also put the meat kwa foil paper and then you bake it, but I just prefer to do this. If I see it get dry, I will funikia it for it to like moist up a bit. I was to make naan bread, garlic naan bread or something. There is someone who will be participating in today's dinner who doesn't do yeast, so guess I will have to go without yeast. I see how it goes, but I will use minimal baking powder and baking powder. So carrot soup, our naan into quarts, and then some beef steak. So that will be dinner. So I'm going to be making this just ordinary salt, oil and garlic, and then I will do what I will boil these. I don't remove the skin, I remove the ends na any black thing after cleaning it nione haitoki. So I'll boil those, prepare the dough. I'll see you later. I'm trying to get some sourish taste kwa umbali, so I won't use fresh milk. I will use this mala or buttermilk. While that is going on, we are going to put, that is garlic, and then knead this into like what do you call it, like yeah, chapati-ish consistency. Make some round things smaller than the chapo. And then add some black pepper and then let this boil. You can definitely tell the food is good if inakuliwa before ikue ready kabisa. Somebody just sorted themselves before I roast it fully to this stage. So I want to serve myself some food. You can remove it before it gets to this point. That is why I used my cast iron to cook this. But Mimi, I don't eat any meat that has like reddish things. I like my steak fully cooked. You can remove it before it gets to this stage. Soup also is ready. Our food is ready, and I'm ready to eat because I'm hungry. So this is it. You can also add cheese if you feel like. Can also roll it like a burrito or some shape and then eat it. You can also dip whatever style that you want to eat. This is so yummy and moist. Let me eat. I'll see you tomorrow for what's for dinner. Weekday dinners can be tricky, but the planning is very important. Just have an idea ukitoka nyumbani. I left this fish marinating. That is garlic powder, black pepper, lemon, and then some salt. I am out of soy. All those other things, oregano, whatever, just use whatever that you have. I usually buy the fish masala ya kupima from Carrefour, and the beef, it's very, very good. I don't have them at the moment, and it is okay. Mushrooms. These are my clearance mushrooms from Carrefour. So the plan is I'm going to use some all-purpose flour and corn flour, mix them, spice them up, and then coat these, cook on the pan. At the same time, I fry the mushrooms, and I plan to make the mushrooms. I'm not sure whether to do them creamy. I think I'll do creamy because the whole meal will be dry. And then I do rice. That is the plan. So I will do coriander rice. So that is it. I will show you the rest of the process. So food will be ready in a few. If you have a minute and you have an egg, beat an egg after umetoa kwa flour, just rub it around, and then you do that. You can also oven cook them. Problem is, when I am using the oven, I like loading it up with stuff because that way you save on power. Mushroom is ready and tasty. Our coriander rice is also ready. The remaining part is to serve this food and eat it before it's late. Remember, late meals are not good for your life, for your body, tuseme. Yeah, because they just go and get accumulated and stored as fat. So hizo meal zako unakula saa 6 usiku, unashtukilia ndio unataka kukula. Can you stop it, please? I will look for an avocado. You can also panda dania here. They will taste so good. It is not super dry like I thought. Yeah, yummy. See you tomorrow for what's for dinner. Please subscribe to my channel. This is what you cook when you are home alone. Kama hakuna watu wakubwa sana unapikia and you're cooking for young ones, you ask them what they want. Again, and you make it. I'm making viazi here. These are twists. These will be some fun tomatoes. No, potatoes. I lied. So potatoes, salt, some butter there, and thyme. Tastes so good. That is the butter that I am using, and salt and thyme, in case I pronounce them style yangu. So we are going to put these in the, not in the oven, kwa jiko, and then I'll start cooking them. I'll show you whatever else we do at the end, so don't worry, relax. Let me show you a fun dinner to make. I have 3 eggs here, and I am going to add the eggs. I'm also thinking I should also do cheese marambili. So this is something I have never cooked, but why not to start? I will do mozzarella on the viazi, then I do the eggs, and then I top with cheddar. So the viazi should be softening now, so let us do that. You can also add some pre-cooked like onions before. You can add other things like minced meat, maybe leftover chicken breast and stuff like that. This was meant to be simple and quick. It is being taken with this juice and some fermented vegetables because they are very good for you. So let me serve. This is the bottom part. What you need to do after you put the cheeses, put the lid on, and then you cook on low. Then after everything is ready, you don't serve immediately. You give it a moment before you serve, and it is going to be super yummy. That is it for today. Dinner is served. I'll see you tomorrow. Remember to eat vegetables. We are going to be making some salad today. Salads are those quick fixes that you can do whenever that you don't have time or you are full, or it's not like you don't have time actually, because some people would consider it not like a full meal kind of a thing, but so easy, so good, especially when you've had some not so good eating during the day. So I have cherry tomatoes, some peppers there. I will be using mushroom. I'll be using some peas, and then I'll be using, no, those are, what are they? Chickpeas, yes. And then some sweet corn. Anything else we'll figure out. So I need to slice those, and then I will also need to drain the cans, and then when I drain the cans, I rinse them. some cheddar cheese. My to-go-to cheese would have been feta, but I am out of feta cheese, so just use whatever that you have. Mozzarella would also be good, but I don't like it as much when it is in a garden salad kind of a thing. So we think this is done, and so what we do is chill it, go shower, take your dinner, and go to sleep. How convenient is that? Also, I know boiling the peas and the maize or the corn would be what some of you will tell me it's cheap. It is not in this case, because all the cans that you saw here, I bought them on sale, so they were less than 100. Okay, so yes, considering price of buying that, preparing them, cooking them, yeah, the cans won. So yummy. Friends, it's another day, and what's for dinner? We have cassava here peeled and the middle part removed. I also have fillet, so I want to boil these in some salty water. Also, I want to marinate these with the basic ndimu, that is lime or lemon, whatever that I have. At this point I don't know what I have, and then fish masala, some fish sauce or sea salt, something, you know. Soy, kikoman, I have kikoman, I know. So marinate that, boil these, and then we start cooking. This is epic. This is, well, try this, okay? Elevate your cassava pieces, you know. When you're boiling cassava or anything of this nature, it's very good to boil it with cold water. That way everything cooks uniformly and you don't have pieces of some overcooked stuff. Cassavas are nicely cooked, so what we need to do is to mash them. Remember, you need to cook them mpaka zikwe ready to be mashed. I don't know whether to use my masher or processor. These ones are not super cooked, but again, I am not frying all of them because there are people who might need to eat them like this because they are already very, very tasty. So we mash these and then we add some spice and then turmeric. I decided to go with the masher and the mwiko. It is very hard to mix cassava, by the way, if you've never done cassava ugali. So the red, that is not red, I lied. The yellow, whatever, is because of turmeric. So you want to mix. Another thing you want to do is get a piping situation going on. You can take your freezer bag and waste it. I don't do that. I bought something wakaniwekea kwako ka paper. That is what I will be using. So the remaining part is to deep fry this. So again, I said up to this point, this is all healthy. After this, let's say it's not. So you can also opt to get some egg and breadcrumbs and then coat it nicely, oven dry it. The request for this one is a fried one, so that is why I am making it. I will also be having this for an option for any human who feels like today is not the day to eat a lot of, you know, calories, you know. So let us fry this. You can also shape them differently, but I am shaping the fish into fish fingers situation, so I thought that would look good, right? Let's move on with our fish things. Hizi zime marinate nicely. I mean, nimezikata in strip form. Niko na my flour here. This is just flour with some spices and salt. So I'll coat them. I'm not using eggs today, and that means I'll tell you a story about the cassavas. But for now, we coat and then deep fry. This, of course, will deep fry perfectly. Last bunch fish is cooking, so I want to make some broccoli and mushroom soup. because these things need something. We are going obviously to make some dip for people who don't like soups, but soup will come a long way. I've cooked them for like a minute with some kidogo salt. I have my cell mushroom zikiwa rinsed, so that. So if you want your soup to be tasty, remember to fry it. Use kitungu. I'm using onion, Kentaste cooking oil, and because I want it to be having that coconutty taste, so I'll be using coconut cream for this, and some spices, and food will be assembled here. You don't want to miss the story. It's a fail today. We start off with our cassava situations. So the first one was this. Then the pepper backfired. No, the pepper didn't backfire. Ikapasuka, ikatoa one big thingy that is nicely cooked, but of course because of a lot of cassava pulp ndani haikuwa crunchy vizuri. So I continued with the thingy, gave me those, and then it was a very hard job. So I decided to shape them na mkono. I did this. These are nicely done. And then I decided to make different shapes. So try those two. And then I don't know what happened. Maybe this mafuta wasn't as hot. But by the time his rounds or balls or whatever you want to call them cooked, I realized that the mafuta was soaking in them. So I was freaking out. So I said, you know what? I'm going to put them in the oven. So I put them in the oven. These are crunchy, perfect, and obviously not as porous. Today I was going for the natural flavors. I didn't want breadcrumbs or anything because the flavor of this cassava is something else. Even the fish. So if you want to do like the official fish fingers and stuff like that, remember to use breadcrumbs and an egg wash. Coat them, dip them in the egg wash, and then deep fry them. That way zitatoka zikiwa hata straight in a way. So mine are here. They are not the most good looking fish things you've ever seen, but I kid you not, this is the best of them because the fish flavor is there. They are marinated nicely and they taste so good. They are not even hard and they are not soggy. At the same time, I want to show you the soup and then how I am going to plate it. I'm also going to make a dip for those who want to do a dip, and for dip I'll use barbecue sauce, some ketchup, some plain yogurt, that is Greek yogurt, and then I'll use mustard, and I'll use some honey and machungwa or lemon. That will give me balsamic vinegar. Obviously I won't use olive oil, so maybe I will, you never know. So yeah, that will be it. I'll show you the plated situation and I'll see you tomorrow. This is my food. Yummy. Cherry tomatoes, the fish, the other things, and my fermented vegetables. This soup, delicious. I'll eat this. I'll see you tomorrow for what's for dinner. Please subscribe to my channel. Is ready and my plate is also ready. So I put turmeric and coriander spice, kitungu. This type of onion changes the game for this kind of food. I'm also using this to stir and serve because I was scooping it from the slow cooker to the pot. And why can't I serve with it? I don't do tomatoes. Even when I used to cook with tomatoes, the last thing I can put in my githeri is carrots, viazi, nyanya, and all those things. So yeah, and I also used some KENYAN soy sauce. I'm sure this one, I'm sure if you put this, if you put your beef cubes and the rest, this will be a hit. I also don't have avocado. What a sad day. I am not going to look for that thing. Yeah, you see the way I have no patience to go for a proper serving spoon. Yeah, I'm not going to look for it. Is your thing. If you don't like that, then it's okay. I see some people cook githeri with some soup, if that is your thing, or maji, that is not soup, there is no meat. Then put broth. If you put broth, obviously it will be a game changer. I have my 1.5, okay, 4 cherry tomatoes, so we add them here. Enjoy the dinner. I'll see you tomorrow for what's for dinner.